Yep, this round needs to be recorded for training purposes. If there are any teams that are not consented for the recording to be publicly publicized and posted into online, then can chat me. But this consent trespasses because I mean, like, we all need to record this regardless of your consent or not, but for private use. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to welcome first speaker from the government side. Here.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay, I will start in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go. Respected adjudicators, the opposition team, I am Hasty Jachin. I'm the Prime Minister, and my Deputy Prime Minister is Iwa, and my whip is Bernice Chan, and we are the government team. We are strongly believes that supports the inclusion of feminist narratives in advertisement of fashion and beauty products. And firstly, I will provide some points to support the motion. Firstly, is promoting gender equality by including feminist narratives in fashion and beauty products advertisement. The government can actively promote gender equality and challenge traditional gender stereotypes. This helps in breaking down harmful societal norms and fostering a more inclusive and equal society. And next, empowering women is important too. Feminist narratives in advertisement can empower women by showcasing their strength, intelligence, and individually rather than portraying them society as objects of desire. This positive representation can boost women's self-esteem and confidence. And next, representation and diversity is important too. Incorporating feminist narratives ensures diverse representation in advertising campaigns. It encourages the portrayal of women from different backgrounds, body types, age, and ethnicities, making it more relatable for a broader audience. Next, changing cultural perception is important too. Fashion and beauty advertisement have science fiction effects on shaping cultural perceptions. By incorporating feminist narratives, the government can contribute to changing the way society views women and their roles. And besides that, challenging unrealistic beauty standards. Advertisement often per, per, perpetuate unrealistic beauty standards, leading to body image issues and low self-esteem, especially among young women. Feminist narratives can challenge these standards and promote a more inclusive definition of beauty. And last but not least, fostering responsible advertising. By encouraging feminist narratives, the government can promote responsible advertising practice that consider the potential social impact of their messaging. This helps in creating a more society conscious and ethical advertising industry. And next, supporting female-owned business. must encouraging feminist narratives can also support female-owned business that align their values with promoting gender equality and empower women. And last, educational value. Additionally, fashion and beauty advertisements have a wide reach and are viewed by diverse audiences, including impressionable young minds, including feminist narratives, can educate the public about gender issues, sparking important conversation and raising awareness. And last, creating a positive brand image is important too. Brands that adopt feminist narratives in their advertising are likely to gain positive attention from consumers who value inclusivity and social progress. This can lead to increased brand loyalty and a positive brand image. At this point, I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that speech. Would like to welcome next speaker here.
Leader of opposition will be using my microphone because hers is broken. Okay, hello, am I audible? Am I audible? Okay. So I'll be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. So PM stated that advertisement can educate people, but advertisements aren't meant to educate, but instead it is wait, I lost it. Yeah, okay. But instead it is meant to advocate their products to let more people to notice and buy their product. And PM has not done any characterization, neither elaboration. So I'll start off with the characterization. The definition of feminism is the belief in socio-political equality of the genders. Feminism is largely manifested worldwide and is represented by various institutions and committed to activity on behalf of women's rights. In status quo, will people really care about advertisement? Imagine if you saw a beauty product advertisement and you are desperately wanting to watch a video. You definitely skip it, right? That's how advertisements are usually viewed as repetitive by people. Another thing is that advertisements aren't meant to be educational. They are only meant for introducing their products to the world and let people to buy them. In that case, beauty product advertisements are clearly not for men while feminism's goal is to let the world, especially men, to understand them, which led to messaging doesn't work well towards men, which feminists are fighting for. That's why beauty products having feminist narratives advertisement is hypocritical. And my next speaker will elaborate that point in her speech. Here I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next speaker, please.
Hello, can you hear me? I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon to all the person and I think it is I am the Deputy Prime Minister of my team, and my team leader is Hasty, and my team whip is Bernice. So this house supports the inclusive of feminist narratives in advertisement of fashion and beauty products. Okay, first, boosting brand reputations. Brands that incorporate feminist narratives into their advertising champions are likely to be viewed as progressive and socially responsible. This positive brand's image can lead to increased customer loyalty and positive word of marketing. Fostering creative and innovations, diverse and inclusive advertising can lead to fresh and innovative ideas in the fashion and beauty industry. By challenging traditional narratives, brands can appeal to a broader audience, can stay relevant in a constantly evolving market. The advocating for workplace equality is promoting feminist narratives in advertisement sends a message to both customers and employers that the brand supports gender equality and fairness in the workplace. This can lead to more inclusive hire practice and opportunities for women in the fashion and beauty industry. It is contribution to society progress that advertising plays a crucial role in shaping social narrative, norms, and values. By embracing feminist narratives, fashion and beauty brands can contribute to the ongoing progress toward a more equitable and just society. The economic empowerment. Promoting feminist narratives in area can contribute to the economic empowerment of women by featuring women in leadership within the beauty and fashion industry. We can inspire more women to pursue careers in these fields and break barriers that have historically limited their opportunities for advancement. It addressing toxic masculinity. Beauty product advertisements often pursue strategies of toxic masculinity, emphasizing the importance of a rigid and hyper-masculine appearance. By including feminist narratives, we can challenge these stereotypes and promote a healthy and more inclusive notion of beauty for men. And it can also help to encouraging male participations. The beauty and fashion industries have seen increasing interest from male consumers. By incorporating feminist narratives, we can create advertisements that are welcoming and appealing to men, breaking down gender norms and encouraging their participation in these markets. It helps us social impact and collaborative that took in social responsibility. Embracing feminist narratives in advertising can be part of a brand commitment to corporate social responsibility. By using their influence to promote gender equality, brands can positively impact society and contribute to broader social change. And also, it shows us a fostering positive
Sorry, are you still speaking? Somehow your voice is cut off.
advancing women's rights and gender equality by using advertisement as a platform to challenge gender norms and structures. We actively contribute to the broader movement toward a fairer and more equitable society. The global influence Beauty and fashion advertisements have a vast global reach. By promoting feminist narratives, we have a positive influence on towards gender equality across different cultures and races, contribute to a more interconnected and progressive world. It helps us spread education and awareness. Advertisements are an effective medium for educating the public on social issues. By factoring feminist narratives, we can raise awareness about gender equality, women empowerment, and the importance of challenging gender norms in society. So, in conclusion, supporting the inclusion of feminist narratives in fashion and beauty products advertisement is not only a step towards gender equality, but also an opportunity for brands to foster positive social change, challenge harmful structures, and empower in the individuals of all genders. By embracing feminist values, the beauty and fashion industries can play a pivotal role in shaping a more inclusive and equitable future. Okay, before I end my speech, I would like to answer some POI. Okay.
No, thank you.
Okay, no POI. Okay, at this point, I raise my case. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that speech. I would like to welcome next speaker, second from up here.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I'll be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. So as Prime Minister has mentioned, leader of opposition has mentioned that advertisements are ineffective with educating people, but the government has clearly ignored that. They keep insisting on being educational for other people, but it's not true. My first speaker has said that it's ineffective because advertisements are repetitive, and nobody would feel like listening into an ad. They would just skip immediately. So that is why we think it's ineffective. Moving on to my point. Actually, government's second speaker mentioned that the feminist narratives on beauty products are good for women with dysphoria. But this is why and my point will explain why that's wrong. So what are beauty products for? Making the people using it more beautiful. But the beauty standard that are set in society are too high. And who set those beauty standards? Men. So and what is that? Not feminist. So this is why it's hypocritical for the beauty products company to include feminist narratives on their beauty products. So what else makes it hypocritical? Like fourth wave feminism. Fourth wave feminism is fighting for intersectionality. Like, for example, feminism splits into two: white people and racial minorities. White women and women of racial minority. They are not inclusive. Sorry, let me say that again. Beauty product companies do not include racial minorities on advertisements like billboards and stuff. It is hypocritical because this is part of feminism, and they did not do their part in the fourth wave feminism, and it makes it just hypocritical. What else is there? Trans women, do they sorry. Do they include trans women in their advertisements? No. Have you ever seen a trans woman on a billboard advertising for YSL? No, you don't see it because beauty companies does not care about trans women. They do not include them like the racial minorities, women of racial minority. And would you rather a company advertise something good with dishonesty and disgenuality, or have it not be spoken about? Because I am my speech here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Would like to welcome next speaker. Go for it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
First of all, I want to say, oh, sorry. My name is Bernice and I'm the whip of the government. And what I want to say is, like, I heard that, I forgot who said that, but they said a point of support families. This is not about educating effective or effective, but I want to say is, like, what you want to say about it. Family, this is not for like only one thing. And if I'm not wrong, I heard that something says that advertising should deserve consumers' preference or something. Um, I want to say that, like, wait, I'm sorry for a while because I'm a bit messed up. Okay. I'm so sorry, but I want to reply that something is like um important of intersection feminists, like they are unique or something, if I'm not wrong. I think that um while consumer preference are important, research shows that consumers increasingly favor brands that align with their values, including gender equality and social responsibilities. By incorporating feminist narratives, brands can appeal to a growing segment of society conscious consumers, which can lead to increased brand loyalty and market growth. And another thing is that I think that it's not sorry. Um, Instead, encourage brands to embrace feminist narratives as an opportunity to think outside the box or create more innovative and social impactful campaigns. A commitment to promoting gender equality and diversity in advertisement can actually inspire creativities and resonate with a broader audience. In this case, I wanted to reply this to one. I think I forgot who is it from. It's one of her, like, she said about things. And the other thing is, like, I think while consumers prefer important research, they choose is what they choose is like their favorite brand. It's not feminist or something. And while balance is essential, it's important to recognize that historical beauty products advertisement has often portrayed stereotypes and unrealistic beauty standards for women, including feminist narratives seeks to correct this imbalance to promote more inclusive and empowered representation of women. Moreover, promoting feminist narrative doesn't necessarily means including others' perspective or rather challenging harmful stereotypes and celebrating the diversities of experiences among all genders. And yeah, I end my speech now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Would like to welcome next speaker. Here. Opweb, can you deliver your speech now? Hello, am I audible?
Teacher, who are you calling now?
Third speaker from opposition.
I think they went out.
Huh? Oh, opposition. The debate is not yet done. Why are they out? Opposition side, are you hear me? Can you hear me? So in this room, all of y'all are government, is it?
Yeah. No. We're up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm up. We're joining back in. Just now there was a power outage and then we got disconnected.
Okay, sure. Third
Yeah.
position, if
Now-
you, yeah, you can start.
Now it's Opweb, right?
Opweb, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start lah. It's me. Opweb. I prefer POIs around the 2 to 3 minutes mark if I can last that long, and pronounce he, him, and therefore I'll be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. So I'll be starting by giving rebuttals for the Prime Minister of they didn't give any elaboration during their speech, and they didn't elaborate and mechanize. They barely gave anything. They just went straight into their point of what they have. And I'll be starting with I'll be defending my group's points. Okay, so I'm starting with the part that is hypocritical, and beauty companies they are only using feminism as a way to advertise and help their products. This is what my speaker said in their speech, and I think you guys will have this, and a lot of points that my speaker said you guys didn't government didn't engage with what we have, and they are only using this feminism as a way to advertise their products to sell more out there. And real people, like if you see a advertisement on your face, like you wouldn't really care about it. And they are doing this to like make you think that it is a way of teaching, but it doesn't teach you anything about feminism. Would you think like if someone see an advertisement of feminism and they go like, oh, I understand what is feminism? No, right? And yeah, this is my defense for that case. And my speaker also said that feminism also uses a voice for trans people and women that want power but don't have power and don't have the voice in society. We wouldn't actually give beauty products to this. You don't see like any I'm not racist, I'm just saying here. You don't see any black people are on the beauty advertisement, right? Their sense of beauty is so high, and yeah, so that people don't know, like people would like people men only, like all the advertisements of girls for beauty products are all white, and like Beyonce suddenly becomes white for some reason. I don't know what happened about that. That's like, it's really hypocritical. And this is like the same thing when my coach teaches me some lesson about it and I don't even understand it. An advertisement to your face, you wouldn't also understand it, right? Yeah, and they're just using something to advertise for their bit. And then they didn't give any elaboration, mechanization. I said this already. And government kept talking about boosting self-esteem from the beauty products. In what way that you can boost your self-esteem when they don't even use trans people on their advertisement? If I'm trans, you don't see any beauty people. Would you see an advertisement of trans people on there? No, right? Like, it has nothing to do with boosting your self-esteem for feminism. Feminism is the other thing, and self-esteem is the other thing. It has nothing to do with it. And yeah, and I heard them say what confident and positive image, and it has nothing to do with it. And one of their speakers said that it's educating effective feminism. I'm not sure if I got that correct or not, but I don't think any of my speakers said this, or you're just rebutting to your own case. So now is to summarize the debate of the clashes. This debate main clashes is about advertisement of for people and the self-esteem something, and like people would and if the advertisement is educating or not. I think most of my speakers said really like recognize it and say about it, and a lot of our points they didn't engage with us. So I think we won this case. This clash about I think we won it about the advertisement that we don't care about. Yeah. That one. I think we won that clash. And moving on to the other clash is the self-esteem, and it has nothing to really do with that and do with the point. So I think we also won that clash, and therefore I've never been prouder to end my speech. Thank you.
Thanks. Next speaker, please. Next is Op Reply, yeah?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. So I'll be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. So to begin with, I'd like to mention that this whole debate, government has sounded as if they were reading from Google. No offense, but really, it just gives me the vibe. Moving on, government has given little to no engagement. They have been ignoring a few of our rebuttals. They also barely gave any elaboration. They did not engage with my points where I mentioned it was hypocritical for the beauty company to include feminist narratives, because men are the ones who set the beauty standards so high to the point that women would have to use beauty products. So next, I'd like to say that a few of government whips rebuttals, they were rebutting to points we didn't even give. So that's one thing. They did not elaborate on why and on how the scratch that. Sorry. They also completely ignored our rebuttal where we said ads are often deemed repetitive. They just kept saying that it would be educational. They did not care what we said, as if they did not care. They do not care what we said in our speeches. They also keep mentioning that the feminist narratives would allow the company to grow and attract more customers. But I think we should care more about the uh, the the hypocriticalness of the company, because why would you promote something you don't even believe in? That's dishonest and disgenuine. And if it's and it has not been rebutted. This is why I think opposition has won this case. Thank you. I end my speech here. Thank you.
Thanks, Gov Reply. Gov Reply.
Okay, I will start my speech now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, first of all, why should we agree your option? You clearly opposite to the use of feminist, and clearly our argue is more convincing than yours. And now I will. So I think this argument result is more obvious. And now I will say, return my points. We have already said 12 points that benefits that what we support the motion, support our motion. Just wait for a while. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. So this is a silent round. Please note that there it's not going to be any OA, but if you have any questions or anything in the regards to the debate or want to ask feedback, you can chat me on Discord. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.